Salams and welcome. Thank you for joining me in another episode of the Quran in English Basics for Beginners. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Chapter 22, verse number 42. Al-Hajj, the pilgrimage. This is word of comfort to the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, as a reminder that he is in the golden chain of amazing messengers and prophets, and whenever prophets and messengers came with the same identical message from the Supreme Creator, then the very same people, they resisted them in the same way that they are resisting Nabi Sal'lal'laa'hu A'layhi Was'sallam, the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. And the Quran also then addresses the Quraysh to tell them and to remind them that Nabi Sal'lal'laa'hu A'layhi Was'sallam, he lived with these people his entire life. He is not a stranger to Mecca. He is a son of Mecca. He was born in Mecca, raised in Mecca, he knew the people of Mecca, he helped the poor, the widows and the orphans, and he was so honest and upright that the people of Mecca gave him a wonderful title. They called him Al-Amin, the honest one, the truthful one. And he was so honest because in those days there weren't banks. And so they would keep their wealth and their treasures and their gold and their jewelry with the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. So much so that even his worst enemies, the pagan chiefs of Mecca, the polytheists, and many of the others members of society who were his enemies, they kept their gold and their treasures with the Prophet. Can you imagine that? Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Because they said, look, we are enemies to you based on what you are teaching, La ilaha illallah. But other than that, we know that you're a very honest fellow. We know you won't steal our money. Whereas other people in Mecca, they're going to steal our money. So even though you are our enemy, we'll keep our money with you because we know you're not going to touch it and you're going to return it to us. Now, can you imagine that the amazing way in the respect that they had for this man who never lied in his life, and they know that. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam would remind them also that I have never lied to you. Why would I lie about such a great matter about the supreme creator of the heavens and the earth? So he's trying to make them think logically. And once very famously, he announced a very serious warning sign. In modern days time, you can think of it like, for example, in some countries under war, then there's this sirens, war sirens to say, okay, the enemy aircraft is coming, go immediately to the shelters. So he went to the top of Mount Safa, and that was a traditional way that if anyone wants to announce a danger, for example, a neighboring tribe is coming to attack you or so on, one of the outstanding people goes quickly on top of the hill, calls the various people, come quickly, I've got some serious news for you because we are under attack or there's a danger and so on. So he stood on Mount Safa and he made an urgent announcement, an emergency call, like an SOS distress signal. And the people left their business, came rushing to see what is the matter, what is going on, why is there this emergency call? And when they all rushed there, they found Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam standing there. And he asked them a simple question. Have I ever lied to you? They said, no, you have never lied to us. We know you as the most truthful person in the entire area. I mean, there's no one more truthful than you. You are Al-Amin. You will never lie to us. I mean, tell us who's making false accusations at you. You have never lied to us. So they all agreed, even his enemies. They said, no, you have never lied to us. And then the Prophet ﷺ asked them a second question. If I tell you right now that there is an enemy army coming towards us at rapid speed towards Mecca, will you believe me? They say, yes, we will believe you. Even if we don't see the enemy, but we know if it's coming from your mouth, we will believe you. So the Prophet ﷺ said that I'm telling you, God exists. I've been appointed as a messenger from God, and please stop worshipping these 360 idols, because La ilaha illallah, there is only one God. No, man, no, 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 don't come with all of that stories. No, 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 no. And then his own uncle, Abu Lahab, there's even a chapter of the Quran written with his name there, Abu Lahab, the man with the red hair and the red beard. He say, is this for what you made us leave our businesses? I had a big customer there. Why are you wasting our time? So he's trying to convince them with logical and rational arguments that he has never, 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 in all the years that they know him, he has never lied to them about anything. And because of his consistency, because he has never lied, so logic demands that such a person will not lie about anything else, even for such a great matter, about sacred entities, about the creator of the heavens and the earth. But yet these people had ego, they had arrogance, and they refused to see the truth. But just to finish this aspect of it, to demonstrate the utmost truthfulness and honesty of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we know that for 13 years he was being persecuted in Mecca. Many of his followers were tortured, some were killed, many of them went away to Abyssinia, and they were starting now to go towards Medina. And there was also an assassination attempt on his life. But as I mentioned before, he is the most honest and outstanding citizen of Mecca. Even he is number one on the most wanted list, because they want to kill him for the simple reason that he is saying, La ilaha illallah, there is only one God. There is no God but Allah. There is only one God. Stop worshipping stones and statues which your hands have made. Don't do that. Statues do not eat, they do not see, they do not think, they cannot help you, nor can they themselves be helped. Don't do that. So that's all that he was saying. And because of that, they want to kill him. So on the night when he was leaving, and then they decided to get one strong warrior from each of the tribes so that they can share the blood money. So they had about 10 or 12 of the young warriors, soldiers of each of the chiefs of the tribes to assassinate him simultaneously. They would stab him and spear him all together, so he will have 12 knife wounds or spear wounds. He will die immediately. And they will then share the blame. They'll just pay the blood money and the matter will be over. But you know what was amazing? The day or the night when he left, well, he did two things. Firstly, he gave his green cloak to his cousin and future son-in-law, Ali radiallahu anhu, Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu anhu. No, Ali bin Abdul Muttalib radiallahu anhu. Is it Abdul Muttalib? No, he was the son of Abu Talib. Yeah, I'm mistaken there. So he's the son of his uncle Abu Talib, right? So it becomes his cousin. So he gave him his green cloak and he told him to sleep in his own bed. So it buys time for him so that he can escape with his best friend Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu. That's the first thing he did. The second thing he did, he went to his cupboard and he removed all the gold, all the diamonds, all the jewelry, all the money, all the coins, all the treasures that the people of Makkah had left with him. He had different parcels. That this one belonged to this person, this one belonged to this person, this one belonged to this person. And he told Ali radiallahu anhu, please return this parcel to that man, this parcel to that man, this parcel to that man. And many of these, or some of these, were even his enemies. They wanted to kill him. Yet he was so honest and upright that he even looked after the valuables of his enemies. And the enemies had so much trust in him that they kept their valuables with him. But they did not want to believe his sacred calling. But everything else they believed in him. Now, another weaker person with a weaker soul. I mean, if it's any of us, You know what people will say? Hey, these guys want to kill me. They left the money here. Hey, I'm escaping from here. I'm going to take all this gold, I'm going to take this jewelry, and I'm going to run from here. I mean, people would do that. That's a natural instinct. You'll say, why must I give this money back to these people? These rubbish want to kill and want to persecute and all. I'm taking all the gold and money and everything, and then they must go fly kite. But he did not do that because he is Rahmatan lil Alameen. He is the mercy for all of creation. He is such an exalted standard of character, outstanding qualities, sterling qualities, magnificent qualities that are matchless. No one can match that high standard of qualities that he's got, of personal integrity, the highest morals and ethics that are matchless. No one can match that. They cannot even hold a candle to his sunlight. So now let's continue. If they treat your mission as false, so did the peoples before them with their prophets, the people of Noah and Ad and Thamud, the people, those of Abraham and Lut, and the companions of the Madian people, and Moses was rejected in the same way. But I granted respite to the unbelievers, and only after that did I punish them. But how terrible was my rejection of them. May your life be filled with barakah and blessings and goodness and abundance and afiyah. Look after yourself. Alhamdulillah.